Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, give it that like, thumbs up, subscribe, consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks so much for the few Patreons that I do have to help support this channel. Much appreciated. And as a Patreon, you do have access to exclusive Patreon reviews. I do one or two a month, and the archives are filling up. There's well over 30 in there now. And remember, folks, it's Just Whiskey. Today we're going to be talking about and reviewing the newest 4th edition Lagavulin Offerman 11-year-old. And this 4th edition, the newest edition in 2024, has been finished for 8 months in Caribbean rum casks. Okay, comes in at 46% ABV. No mention of coloring or chill filtering. I do not think they've added any color, but I do think, even at 46%, I do think there's been some filtering involved, possibly chill filtering, and I'll get to that in a little bit. If you stick around to the end of the review, there's this Lagavulin 11-year-old gives a little fun warning. So if you stick around to the end, I will reveal what the fun warning is. I really like this, and I've enjoyed all the other ones as well. I missed out on the very first Offerman edition. I've never tried that. But the Guinness finished one, which came out, that was the second one. I really, really enjoyed that. And that review is in my archives. And then last year's was the charred oak, which I enjoyed as well. And at the end, I'm going to tell you which one out of those three that I've liked the best, and I'm going to actually rank them for you, okay? One of the tasting notes or descriptions or experiences that's written on here, which I kind of found kind of relatable, is they say, this is like eating a piece of lemon meringue pie by a bonfire. Okay, so I thought that was kind of cute, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. Yeah, okay. Let's get on with the review, shall we? Okay, on the nose, it's rich, luscious, sweet peat. It's inviting. There's melon in there, tropical fruits, maybe even like a fruit stripe gum, a slight musty note. You can definitely tell it's a Lagavulin with a rum, a nice rum influence. Okay, on the palate. Very pleasing, but it's also very light and lacking a bit of viscosity. That's where it leads me to believe that either this has been chill filtered or heavily barrier filtered, and or maybe that 8 months rum finish kind of, I think it definitely had a major influence on this. I think it cut away some of the rougher edges of Lagavulin. I think it kind of cut and kind of smoothed it out and rounded it off. That's my take on it. On the palate, the fruitiness is still there. The sweetness is always there, but there's also a bit of astringency there as well. Some people might call it sweet and sour, but for me, on this one, more of an astringency. Maybe a hint of spearmint in there. And there's a subtle, pleasant oak spice to it. The finish is medium, not medium long. It's a medium finish, and again, I think that rum has kind of softened it a little bit and rounded it out. Um, I think the timing on this is great because I really think this is going to make it's so quaffable. This will make a great summertime dram, sitting out on the deck with some friends, and I rarely, if ever, have recommended, but throw an ice cube in it, and I think in a hot summer night or a hot summer day, um, this would be a very refreshing drink on its own, or maybe with a little chunk of ice in there. Um, and I could see too a mixologist having a blast with this, making a cocktail out of it as well. Um, but yeah, I'm really really enjoying it. It also reminds me there's an element. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. There's an element of the Springbank 15-year-old rum cask. I really enjoyed this bottle, and I reviewed it. This came out in 2019. Um, it's kind of like Lagavulin meets Springbank rum cask. Um, yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. A little bit of that influence in there. Of course, the Lagavulin is much more heavily peated than the Springbank, but that would be kind of a good analogy, a Springbank 11-year-old with some, Lagavulin 11-year-old with Springbank 15 rum cask. Good luck finding that now. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, so this is the fourth edition. Um, Score wise, this is a solid 8 out of a 10. This is excellent. This is something special. And the retail on this it's nudged up a little bit, but in today's market, I think it's fairly reasonably priced. They're coming in the market between $90 and $100. Okay, whereas the Lagavulin 11 Guinness, when that first came out, I was able to get that for like $78 to $80. So, and the Lagavulin 11 charred oak was maybe $5 more. So it seems like every year they're going up around $5. Um, you compare that to some of the crazy Ardbeg releases, and this seems like a relative bargain. All right, I won't keep it too much longer. I'm going to reveal the fun warning from Lagavulin. So in the box, if you lift up the box, there's a picture, a cartoon drawing of Offerman and Nick Offerman, and he's got a parrot on his shoulder. Oh boy, I hate when that happens. He has a parrot on his shoulder, and he's looking out a bottle of rum as like a telescope, and it says, "Warning: this beverage may cause you to break out in boat purchases." I thought that was cute, and yeah. That's my review. I hope you had a good time. I definitely recommend it if you're like any of these. They're all a little bit different. If you're a Lagavulin fan, and you don't have to be a rum fan. I think the rum has added a nice little element, little accent to it, but by no means is the rum in the forefront. Okay, it's contributing to the experience in a great way. This is really quaffable. I've enjoyed all of them. The ranking on these from my favorite, again, I didn't have the first one, but my favorite is the Guinness finish, and second and third, that's kind of tough. I thought it would be easy. Like, okay, it'd be the Guinness would be my number one favorite. Then the charred oak would be my number two favorite. And then the rum cask, my number three, the least favorite out of the three. That's what I thought was probably going to happen. if you ever watch the Whiskey Enthusiast channel, he absolutely loves this Lagavulin 11 charred oak. So definitely the Guinness is my favorite, but the charred oak and the rum cask are very different. Okay, so I think probably this is what they're tied. Okay, they're tied for second, in that the Lagavulin 11 I probably would be more of a fall winter warmer kind of a thing, and the rum cask is a summertime delight. That's it. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, consider becoming a Patreon. It's so easy. The link's in the description below. One click, $1 a month. You have access to exclusive, fun, even more laid back than these. Hats off to you all, and take care, folks.